One, you would already want to have 2 coats of color down, so you have a thick enough enamel, so you could do 2 firings with the same color, and then you take wire and design it. It just needs to be flat enough that you're going to sink that into the enamel. So actually, I can just put these on here. You could already have a powder on there that's actual powder, or you could switch and use a clear enamel. There is one here. It's called Clear Golden. There is also one, where did it go? Fusing. Here it is. There's also one that's called Fusing. I'm going to try the Fusing one and see what happens in the actual kiln, but you're going to take this now, and this clear coat will let that undercolor show through. It will also bond with the copper wire, because remember our pieces are copper, and you will start to sink this in there. Obviously, anything that's sticking up is going to stay sticking up, and what's going to happen when you combine heat and fire and copper, what do we get?
Fire scale.
Fire scale, right? So you want to make sure that you've cleaned this metal, that you've done sandpaper on it. You also want to make sure that it's as flat as possible, so you may need to do a little bit more work and try it again, putting this in here and trying not to have pieces stick up. So this piece is quite challenging. That's why I'm showing it to you last. And it might also take a couple of firings, but you want to have a good base coat for the copper to sink into, and then also more enamel on top. After you do that, you can then use the paint technique, and I could control, after it's fired, I could control and go put colors in between the wire, and the wire will serve as kind of a wall, and it will hold that color in its place that you put there with the wet paintbrush.